In Game 7, we have the Blue Jays versus the Red Sox. And I have the Blue Jays with the 115 to 107 hitting advantage with the projected lineups that each team has hitting. And on the mound for the Blue Jays is Ross Stripling, who I have at a 3.03 projected ERA. And on the season, he has a 2.93. I have him going 4.6 innings pitched and giving up 1.56 runs on average. Now, when you look at his splits, the last 30 days, he's been a better pitcher compared to full season. His whip's down to a .82 compared to a 1.03 on full season. He hasn't given up a home run, which is real good. And he's only walked 2% of batters in the last 30 days, so he's trending in the right direction for sure. He's pretty similar when it comes to home and away splits. And when it comes to the pitches he throws, his best pitch is actually his sinker. And Boston's about league average against sinkers, so he might rely on this pitch a little bit more against them. Curveballs, he doesn't really throw curveballs that great. In Boston, they're decent against curveballs. So that's just something, they could go with. Now, when it comes to the, just even the changeup too, when I add this. So Boston hits changeups pretty well, and he's slightly above average when it comes to his changeup pitch. So it depends. I think he'll pitch decently as long as he keeps them curveballs low. He doesn't throw many of them. I feel like I'd like to see like 5% or less, just a couple of them in the game. But relying on that sinker a lot more would be good. And his four-seamer gets hit hard percentage of 54%, which that's not good at all. But yeah, overall, I still think he has a decent start, but I wouldn't expect him to throw a shutout after 6 innings or so. Now, for the Red Sox, Josh Winkowski, I have him at a projected 7.04 ERA, while in the season he has a 5.19. And I have him going 4.4 innings pitched and giving up 3.45 runs in the start. And his split for full season, the last 30, he's actually been pitching a bit worse the last 30 days. His whip's been a little bit higher, giving up more home runs per 9. His FIP has gone up. His base on ball has slightly gone down. And he's actually been a better pitcher away than home this season. So, yeah, I think, that's why I have him just a little bit higher projection than his actual ERA on the season, or even his FIP. Now for pitches that he has 5 main pitches, and his sinker's his go-to. He throws 40% of the time, but it's not really an effective pitch for him. I don't see the Blue Jays super capitalizing off of his sinker, though. They're 13th in the league, close to league average. His four-seamer is actually his worst pitch, and the Blue Jays hit four-seamers pretty well. And same thing, cutters, it could kind of be a push. He throws cutters pretty well. Blue Jays can hit the cutter. So, yeah, I kind of just lean more on his last 30 days and his home splits. I just think he's going to get hit in this start, give up a couple runs. I have him, just say, about 3.5 runs on average. And for the relief pitching, I have the Blue Jays have the advantage and the setup and closing advantage. So they have a pretty decent edge there. When you put all that together, I have the Blue Jays with the hitting advantage, the projected lineups, starting, relief, and setups and closers. So I actually have them at minus 206, where the sports books have them at minus 135. So that's 17% value right there. And in terms of the run line, I have the Blue Jays at minus 191 and the actual line's plus 115. So that's 41% value. And there's really no value on the over-under. I have 10.24 runs being scored and the line's 10. So yeah, the official picks are going to be Blue Jays money line and then Blue Jays run line minus 1.5.